They say that we humans learn best through mistakes. One of those business coaches that advertises on YouTube said recently, it doesn't mean that these have to be our mistakes. Now, I can tell you that the result of living a lie is always the same. The worst points in my adult life were when I was living a lie. I was in illusion, in fantasy, in denial, not wanting to see reality, only seeing what I wanted to see. Whether that was in my job, in my relationship, with my family, in some kind of social situation. Unfortunately, the result of living a lie is an inevitable crash and burn. Self-deception leads to failure. In this video, I want to give you 3 tips to minimize loss and failure so you can get yourself back in truth. If you're living a lie, chances are it is bubbling up to the surface right now. Now, as you probably know, I no longer do coaching sessions. So if you're looking for a licensed therapist to help you through the recovery after narcissistic abuse, I've been recommending people to BetterHelp, one of my partners. You'll see a link in the video description and also in the first pinned comment below. With that link, you get 10% off your first month. You can get matched with a therapist, usually within 24 to 48 hours. You can get started on your healing process, chatting online, talking through the internet, phone, or even on video with your therapist. So living a lie inevitably results in a crash and burn. It inevitably results in failure. Now, while you can't stop that entirely, I want to give you 3 tips to minimize the damage so that you can get yourself back into the truth and out of those lies, because the sooner, the better. Number 1, get a reality check. You're either going to do this for yourself or life is going to provide you with that opportunity. But when life provides that opportunity, it usually comes through a really harsh reality check lesson. So help yourself minimize the damage by increasing your awareness and doing a reality check. A few years ago, you might have seen a video that I did on the holographic prison bars. That's how we lock ourselves in a prison that doesn't really exist. Those bars aren't real. It's all in our mind. I want to remind you to check out that video if you haven't seen it. I'll link that up here in the corner for you. So if you're living behind those holographic prison bars, chances are you don't want to recognize toxic behavioral patterns of your own. Now, those don't have to be necessarily manipulative or hurtful to others. They could be simply destructive to yourself, compromising your own health, sanity, and well-being. This could be the fog, that fear, obligation, and guilt that you feel towards family members, relationships, social contacts, work situations. This could be a toxic relationship that you're still maintaining, a soul-sucking job, or even self-sabotage behaviors. Now, self-sabotage is the way that we lie to ourselves. We make up stories about how life is against us, how nothing ever goes right for us, how we don't deserve to be successful or happy in life. But in reality, it's just a lie. So if you want to overcome those self-sabotage behaviors, check out the course that I have. I'll put the link up here in the corner. It's called Ending Self-Sabotage. Give me 1 hour of your time and your energy going through the discovery in that course so you can figure out exactly the ways that you are sabotaging your life, the ways that you are lying to yourself and setting yourself up for failure. You're going to be able to identify what those are, and then it's also going to help you figure out how to transmute those into more mature, constructive coping mechanisms. So when you give yourself this reality check, you got to ask yourself, do you want out of that prison? Because not everybody wants out. Some people want to stay there. It's more comfortable. It's more familiar. Do you want out of the confusion and the darkness and the illusion that you've been living in? Ask yourself and write down the answer. What excuses or stories are you telling yourself that are making you believe that you don't deserve to have a better life? Number 2, grab the reins of your destiny in your hands. This is about self-responsibility. Self-control will lead you towards success. I read about this gathering where someone did a study. It might have been Forbes, but I can't remember. Someone did this study among really successful people. They were millionaires and billionaires. So we're talking about monetary success. We're not exactly measuring happiness and quality of life, but monetary success. And they asked these people, write down one word that describes the absolute key to your success. And two people, the most successful in that entire room, wrote down the same word. That word was focus. Now, focus has to do with self-control, because you got to know what to focus on and what not to focus on. That's where the self-control comes in. If you're focused on a lie, an illusion, a fantasy, then you're inevitably going to end up in a crash and a failure. So ask yourself, are you participating in your own slavery by not taking responsibility for yourself and your life? Get honest with yourself here. Self-responsibility is the only way forward. You are the only one responsible for your life. Number 3, take a stand for the truth in your life. This is about integrity. The integrity in your relationships, your friendships, your family, your work, career, and other social life situations. When you speak your truth, you find out very quickly who belongs in your life and who doesn't, where you belong in life and where you don't. Truth is a barometer of a healthy life and healthy relationships. If you're living a lie, you're not healthy. Anything based on a lie is inevitably going to lead to a crash. Maybe you're telling yourself that you're happy, but you're not. In that relationship, in your career, maybe you're telling yourself that you're okay, but you're not. Maintaining a relationship with somebody in your family, keeping up with that commitment that you made before that you really wish you didn't, or simply hanging out with people who don't value you, but you're convincing yourself that they actually do. So ask yourself, where in your life do you need to take a stand for the truth? Maybe you haven't taken a stand for the truth because you're afraid to lose that relationship, that job, that situation, that social thing that's going on. But at a certain point, you got to get real with yourself and ask yourself, if that relationship or that job or that life situation cannot withstand the truth, then why are you going to keep trying to maintain that at the cost of the truth? Sometimes you have to choose between the truth and maintaining a relationship or situation in your life. If it can't survive the truth, then why are you going to keep trying to hold on to it? If it's not in the truth, there is going to be an inevitable crash. If you're living a lie to maintain it, it is going to hurt no matter what. So you might as well get it over with, because the sooner, the better. The longer you go carrying on that lie, living that lie, the worse it's going to be. So why delay your happiness and your well-being any longer? Rip that Band-Aid off, shine the light on your truth, and set yourself free. So I hope this video was helpful for you to understand what happens inevitably when you're living a lie and how to get yourself back into the truth so you can live as a free and sovereign being. If this video was helpful for you, let me know by giving it a like or leaving a comment below. If you'd like to contribute something more to this conversation, please go ahead and share that below with others. I'm sending you a big hug and a Happy New Year.